One of the most frequent questions that I am asked during a divorce is whether or not we can find concealed assets. Well, yeah, sometimes we can. Look, I'm not guaranteeing that we can always find them, but there are some key things to look at when you are looking for concealed assets. So what are they? Believe it or not, one of the most simple places to actually hide assets is in the tax return. So has someone actually prepaid their taxes for the following year or overpaid their taxes this particular year? And if you go into the tax return, you will see there is a place where it says whether someone has overpaid their taxes. If so, that's an asset that actually can be brought back into the marital pot. Very important. The other thing that you need to look for is whether someone has taken a loan perhaps from the business. Maybe this wasn't actually a loan and maybe it's going to be paid back later. Where is that money? Where did it go? What was it spent on? Again, it will be likely on a tax return, so you should look at the tax returns for the actual business. Now, has somebody actually overloaded essentially the 529 accounts? Meaning, was there a big payment of 529 of monies put into 529 accounts in anticipation of a divorce? So perhaps someone actually is putting in hundreds of thousands of dollars into 529 accounts over a period of time, and perhaps they are actually overpaying for what would be necessary. That might be a place to conceal assets, because although the 529 accounts will be revealed, they might actually be overpaid, essentially. Another thing that people do to conceal assets is to prepay expenses for the following year. So they may have prepaid their credit cards, they may have prepaid other expenses so that they actually don't have the responsibility for those expenses the following year, and those assets are no longer able to be divided. These are all places to look for actual assets. Another place to look, make sure that you are looking for those restricted stock units and options. They may not necessarily be concealed. Someone may have overlooked them, but make sure, because when they vest, they actually ring that cash register and can be divided.